Yeah, we bring reviews of your house, talk to our dudes of your house. I bring my views of your house, wrestling truths of your house. We talk to you in your house, we keeps it cool in your house, we keeps it cool in your house. I'm spitting truths in your house. Yes. Mark's hating on his fans, Becky Nish on the man. Play with two like alliance, household a dangerous alliance. I am a diamond like Cody, and I'm overcoming like Kobe. No, they cannot hold me. Come listen, I'm hosting, critiquing, I'm boasting. This wrestling I'm knowing. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to In Your House, starring Alakan House and my man, Michael Hutcherson. That's Mikey Hutch. This is the People's Podcast. Haha. Hey guys, you already know who it is. It's your boys Con and Hutch, ready to get at work when it comes to this professional wrestling business. That is what we do, and hey, we love it. So let me let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at Apple Podcast, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's all right. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, we can get to you. And ooh, where is the clock? I am checking the time because last time that I checked, In Your House was the hottest professional wrestling podcast in the Midwest, because we hit them with that work, round the clock. You guys already know what it is. I got my man in the building here. I got Hutch in the building. How you doing, bro?
I am doing fantastic, man. It's good to be here for another Thursday at the Dragon's Horde.
Yes, we are here at Dragon Horde's Coin Gaming. Look at this.
Awesome. Here, man.
Yes,
Location, Jason, ever so accommodating. And, speaking of accommodating, I mean, we'll go ahead and talk about it right now, real quick. You need somebody to accommodate your Magic the Gathering needs?
Yes.
Come to Dragon's Horde. I'm telling you, this
Absolutely.
Place is legit.
Absolutely. Definitely want to take a second to shout out Dragon Horde. It's the premier store for Magic. And, right here in Central Indiana. If you live here in Central Indiana, come check out the store, play some events. If you aren't here, hit up the Facebook page at Dragon Horde's Coin and Gaming. That's coin, letter N, gaming, to contact them about buying your stuff. They're always buying coins, Magic cards, silver, and of course gold. And speaking of gold, man, this podcast is gold, man.
We're gold working on that platinum, bro.
Oh, yeah, we're going for it, bro.
But yeah, I got a little interesting tidbit speaking of this podcast being gold and all that
stuff.
I actually had a development in my shoot job, or whatever it is you want to call it, my adult job, as it were.
You know what, bro? Go ahead and tell that story, and I'm going to start inviting people.
Yeah,
go ahead. Do your thing, bro. I'm listening.
But yeah, check this out, y'all. My job, I deal with customs. I'll leave it at that. I'll keep it vague, but I deal with customs, and there are procedures that needs to be taught to people in regards of that. And because your boys got the gift of gab, as it were, they have nominated me to do the presentations for some of the new people in regards of the rules of this border stuff. So and they actually referenced this podcast as a reason that they chose me for it.
That's cool, man.
That and I talk a lot at work. So I'm assuming it's a combination of those two things. But hopefully your boy is going to be getting a lot more money out of this, because this ain't a charity. This is a business.
Right. Facts, bro.
So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on, and watching a lot of wrestling, bro.
Oh man, a whole lot. Yes, yes. Whole lot of wrestling, and because there's been so much wrestling to talk about, man, we couldn't go alone on this one, man. And as you guys can see, we are here, right here on the In Your House Live podcast. Before we introduce, obviously our guest co-host here, as you can see him, and I just throw it out there real quick because there is some stuff I feel like I have to talk about as far as the video podcast and kind of letting everybody know what's what.
Yeah, we do got some things.
Yeah, we got some things. We got to address that. And that's our man helping us out here, reporter Drake Kennedy. How's it going, bro?
It's going. Thanks. It's good to be on again.
Yeah, it's good to have you back, man. It's always good to have you on. It's always good to have you on. So we appreciate you. And sitting over here in the background, man, he's been helping out. He's kind of helping out with equipment and stuff like that, and marketing and things of that nature. And that's my man Don P. He's not on camera, but he's over here. How's it going, bro?
What's up, y'all? What's going on?
Yeah, you doing okay?
Thursday for everybody. Doing pretty good.
Good. So yeah, he's been helping out with equipment and stuff like that, and just good utility guy. Always down to help. Always down to kind of get things, as we need it. Whatever's needed. Yeah,
he's
whatever's
a utility
needed.
guy, man.
Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure, absolutely. So he's a great help. Not on the show is our other regular co-host, and that's Doc Stocks. We definitely miss him. I wanted him here on the debut of the In Your House video podcast, but he's just got other things going on. But he's we're definitely. Whenever he can get here, he's always welcome back.
Absolutely. And if I can shout out this man real quick.
Sure.
Heroes and Legends 13, everything is complete on that bad boy.
Yes.
And big ups to Docs for making it happen.
Oh, my gosh.
Technology, man, was first world problems continued, try to hold us back yet again. There was one final hurdle that we had to clear, and man, it smacked our boy Docs right in the face, but he no-sold that bitch. He kicked out at 2 and got that shit done.
He did, man. He did. So
big shout out to him, man. Love you, bro.
Absolutely, much love to him. But I just want to say that we're we've had things fall out, you know what I mean? And I'm not going to get too much into detail about that because there's no reason to. That's just not who we are and what we do. So I remember about in September, in that area, probably early September, we were doing the actual video web show, not a video podcast, but a web show, and things fell through, man. And I'm just like, we told everybody out there that we needed some time before we can get back to it as far as the Thursdays and stuff. And we finally was able to get enough equipment together to make that happen. And it was cool because people didn't stop listening on, all the, podcast platforms.
Right.
But for us here, we wanted to do something video,
Yeah, and I feel like what we're doing now is it was actually the step that we probably should have took.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, if I keep it as we say a stack.
For sure.
We're not here to lie to you guys.
No, that's not what we do.
I feel like we executed what we did well, but I think that was a bit. We all know the story of Icarus.
Yeah.
At least I don't know. Maybe we don't. I do.
He flew too close to the sun, basically.
We flew too close to the sun.
Yeah.
And we crashed and burned as a result of it. But it really wasn't even our fault. We didn't really crash and burn. We had our legs swept out from under us a little bit.
Yeah.
So, but we did the best that we could with what we were presented with.
No doubt.
I think. And I'm not sure how far you really want to get into what happened. We're going to take the high road.
Yeah, that's how we're going to be, bro. That's us.
We did business. We learned lessons.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep it positive like we normally do, man.
Absolutely,
and,
that's what we do, bro. That's what we do.
And as far as I'm concerned, with what we did, check our resume.
Yeah, that's all that needs to be said because we've done so much in under a year. You know what I mean? Look, if you look on the side banners here, you see our great sponsorships. We've got, of course, obviously, Dragon Hordes Coin and Gaming, DCCW, Heroes and Legends. We have DJ Lamar, my man over here. Check him out if you need your DJ services. And just so much, man, so much. So many different things that are coming through, big opportunities and whatnot. It just took some time. So now that we're here, and now that we're here at the debut of the video podcast, which we plan to give it to you guys every Thursday night live on Facebook Live, there's a few things we got to get into, man. A couple things, and one of those things we got to get into, man. First off, we're going to talk a little AEW.
Yeah, I mean, we're not biased. Before you guys get that out there, we are not biased, but I mean, we got to talk about it, dude. Because I mean, it's still, it's still a hot brand. They're still pulling good numbers given the circumstances. Yes, they did go down.
Yes,
but both brands went down. But let's again look at all possible factors here. I'm not trying to make excuses.
Right.
There was a lot of sports ball action going on.
That's right. Just, like we talked about that. Like when you first showed me those numbers, I was like, "Oof, AEW went under 1 million."
And to give
I was stressing it.
And I got those numbers here, guys. I'll go ahead and throw them out there. This is the numbers that I saw. I could be wrong, but this is the first report of the numbers that I saw. I see that AEW Dynamite had 963,000 people. They went down 51,000 from last week. And then NXT pulled 698,000 people, and they went down 13,000. So, I mean, you do the numbers, that's a less gap, in loss of viewership with NXT.
Yeah.
But, again, you had the opening game of the NBA.
Yeah, it was NBA's real. Well, they had games on Tuesday night, but everybody, like a lot of different teams had their opening night on Wednesday. So it was kind of like a second opening night, as it were, and then you had the World Series.
Right, so sports was hot, dude.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you looked on like Twitter and everything, AEW Dynamite was still trending
good
on top of, or not. I'm not gonna say on top, but it was still right there with. I'm not sure where it ranked on the list, but AEW was still up there and trending worldwide, right along with this World Series stuff.
Yeah.
And basketball start kicking off and all that. So I mean, they're still doing well, and it was a good show.
It was a good show.
I was entertained, yes, and it's still very heavy on tag team wrestling. There was a lot there, but what was there was still great. I was entertained.
I agree with that, man. I agree with my thing is, man, can they maintain that breakneck speed that they're going at?
That is honestly one of my concerns with AEW, to be honest.
Yeah.
They're working like it's a sprint.
Yeah,
and
they're working so like,
and it's a marathon, man. Like you gotta. Again, I know they're gonna have rotation as far as talent goes.
Yeah.
But you can't keep working like that and expect to be okay. I'm looking at you, Joey Janela.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
You took those crazy ass bumps in a dark match, man. Like, and I get it. All matches matter, and
they want to make all matches matter
and all that, and that's cool. But it's like. You can't keep going like that long.
Is it realistic to keep putting your body on the line like that? But they say that wins and losses matter. I don't say this, and once again we have to go about it at an unbiased perspective. Wins and losses matter, but what are they fighting towards? I guess is the question.
It's supposed to be towards like the AEW championship. I mean,
right? But how do those win-loss records like? How are they equating to? How are they getting closer to it? You know what I mean? Is there a ranking system with wins and losses, or see, these are things that I've now thought about.
Right? Yeah. Like I got a lot of questions too. It's like how many wins do you got to have before you're like, hey, this guy deserves a title shot?
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I mean, it's good questions, and I'm like, it's weird. Like you see, who was it? Like the Young Bucks. Like they got a tag team record of like one record, and then like overall, it's like a different record. And
I kind of want to see what does anybody know what that is? Why they have two different records overall? And is it I don't know, because does it say singles and overall?
I'm not quite sure. And Tony, they claim that Tony's got Tony's all about this what is it called?
Analytics, yeah.
And he's all about this stuff. So I mean, I don't know, Drake, you got anything to?
What do you think about it, man?
That was one of my big worries when they were talking about how wins and losses were going to really matter and keep track and score of everything. Because I wasn't sure how long they were going to be able to maintain that and what they were going to do and work towards with it. That was always my concern, and that's where we're at now. I'm going to just see. I don't know anything. What they're gonna do, I want to see it.
I want to see it. I definitely want to see it. I'm not just sitting over here crapping on it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just want answers.
Well, I love the idea, and I know one thing that Tony Khan mentioned, which I think I'm not sure how in the blue hell they're going to be able to pull this off.
Mm-hmm.
But there was actually talks, with this being presented as a realistic quote unquote sport.
Yeah.
But again, it's obviously work, whatever. like you know how they have fantasy football,
Yeah.
and fantasy. I don't know. Do they have fantasy basketball?
Yes, they do.
They got
Yeah, they
fantasy
got all that
everything.
stuff.
They have fantasy
yeah.
everything. Wow,
Yeah, they
fantasy
got that.
golf. Wow, that must be
Love it,
riveting.
no.
Jesus. Like. Anyway, but yeah, there's talks that they were going to do like fantasy, like wrestling.
Fantasy wrestling?
Yeah.
Like fantasy booking?
Yeah, and I think they have like programs. There's like a program out there or something for that now. That's kind of like that. But
Yeah.
like it would definitely be a unique approach. But I mean,
See,
are
when
we
I
gonna
think-
get DraftKings on this match? Like how's this work?
Yeah, I'm
Like,
trying
I
to
have a
figure
lot
out
of
because
questions.
when I did fantasy wrestling, it was like we was in like a Facebook group and like we would create like different characters and it was like a fantasy federation in a Facebook group. So that's what I think when I hear fantasy wrestling.
Wow,
but
what a mark!
hey, shut up. but I did. Hey, it's my
Save
truth.
some for the rest of us, pal. Wow.
Hey, still getting it. Still getting it. But yeah, that's what I think when I see it. So that is kind of odd. So what I want to start talking about as far as breaking down the actual show is the AEW Tag Team Tournament kicked it off, and it was the Lucha Brothers going up against a Private Party.
Another white hot.
Oh my gosh! I already
Start to the
knew.
show.
I think we all should have knew.
Well, Drake actually came by the house.
Okay,
and,
okay.
And watched it. So he hit me up, and I'm just like, he's like, you watching AEW tonight? I'm just like, yeah, as long as I don't get that dreaded call to come into work early.
no doubt,
Then
yeah.
yes, I'm planning on watching. And he's like, hey, man, I'm trying to find a homie to chill and watch it with. So I'm like, shh, come through. So he came through, and we watched it, and and this match kicked off, and I think I said to you, I was like, this match is going to be everywhere.
Yeah.
And by the
yeah.
time I got that out, it was already everywhere.
Dude, it was already crazy. Hey, real quick, Majin's in here. What's up, bro?
Our digital deity of the underground.
Yes.
There
He just,
is.
he's just started commenting there. He shared it and everything.
My man.
Yeah, absolutely. But go ahead, bro. So we had Lucha Rose Private Party, and it was just as nuts as I expected it to be.
It was so good.
Yes.
It was so good. I can't help but think, like every time I see Private Party, what's the team? Damn it, I had them in my head.
Ain't
until
that
I
crazy,
brought-
Street Profits?
Street Profits.
Ain't that crazy? Made you forget about the Street Profits.
But the thing is like, I will concede and say like the Street Profits are exponentially more charismatic than Private Party.
Yeah.
is, because I mean I really haven't heard those guys talk.
Yeah, I haven't heard him talk either. It's almost like if you put Private Party and the Street Profits, like mix them together, like it's like the perfect tag team.
Oh yeah, for sure. But regardless, they're both awesome.
Yes, for whatever reasons,
but
they're awesome
different
for their
enough.
reasons. Yeah.
It's not like they're copying them. And I don't want please don't twist my words, guys. That's not what I'm saying. It's
Right.
just it pops in my head.
Yeah.
And I know that there was kind of some comparisons of those two teams kind of in the beginning when Private Party started really making some noise.
Yeah.
And they got signed and all that. But yeah, back to this match. Can we just talk about how dope the Lucha Brothers are?
Oh my gosh, they're fire, bro.
Can we talk
Straight
about
fire,
that?
bro. Oh my gosh, the things that they were doing in the ring is just crazy. Like I remember I was sitting there watching it with Miss Fabulosity, and I was just like she was talking to me, like she was trying to tell me about her day, and like a good husband, I was trying to listen. But stuff is
Because
going
he wants
on.
to get that he talked about earlier. Because
It seems like you're ready. Oh yeah, you know. But
what are we doing here? 5 stars, baby.
yes, 5 stars, baby, 5 stars. Hey, Tyler Lytle, he's from that dope tag team Original Sin. He's in here.
Yo.
Yeah, he's gonna be there Saturday. What's up, bro? What's
up,
happening
bro?
with
See
you?
Saturday, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't wait to kick it for a little bit, bro.
That's
Can't wait to
awesome.
call to
Thanks for
action.
watching.
Can't wait to call to action. Definitely appreciate you hopping in. But yeah, man, we're talking about a tag team match and one of those hottest young tag teams that
Yes,
came
they
through.
did.
So
Yes,
that's
they
it.
did.
I hope you stay and chat up with us, bro.
For sure.
But yeah, man, it was just an incredible match between two incredible teams. Drake, are Lucha Brothers the best tag team in the world right now? They got that argument, I think.
Yeah, they're definitely one of the best tag teams.
Yeah.
Arguably.
Yeah, they call themselves best tag team in the world right now.
I think they deserve to call themselves that.
I believe it.
I mean, who's
yeah.
going to stand to them?
If they say
I
it,
mean-
they say it, and I believe it. Like, if, I hate to say it like this, man, because it sounds like I'm dissing them, but I'm not. But like, if Hawkins and Ryder said it, I'd be like, You know what I mean? But where them saying it, I'm like, I'm straight.
Hell,
You know what I
even
mean?
the aforementioned Street Profits, if they came out and said it, I'd be like,
Yeah, yep. No debate.
maybe give y'all time more to marinate. Then we
Yeah,
can talk about and have that
they
conversation.
just had their first match on Raw this past Monday, which. You see what happened there, bro? You see what happened when I mentioned Raw?
That feeling of that overwhelming sense of dread and sorrow that hits me.
Bro,
Hi, Adonis. Hey, Adonis. How you doing, buddy?
Ooh, I think we sounded a little biased.
A little bit, but you know what? They give me a reason.
Oh,
they give
man.
me a reason. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about the Lucha Brothers. I'm saving it back to the Lucha Brothers. Ray Phoenix is awesome.
Yes, he is.
Like there was a spot at the end where they fucked up one of them. I'm not sure which one it was. It was the one that took the pin.
Yeah.
Pentagon dude, bam, dropped him and all that. And then Ray Phoenix, like he was shot out of a gun, flew out of the ring, through the ropes into his opponent. Like,
No doubt.
It was crazy. It was just like, okay, I'm not even sure that was. I get it. You were trying to keep your opponent out so they couldn't, stop the pin or whatever.
Yeah.
But damn. It was so much fun, and the crowd was lit, and this was a match, and God love you guys, you ended it at the right time.
Yeah,
there
man.
were just enough kickouts. You had the crowd right there at that crescendo, and then when that 3 count happened, big pop, everybody jumped on their feet.
No
you
doubt.
guys ended it exactly when you needed to.
I agree.
Mwah.
I agree.
Perfect. Love it.
I thought that was a good match, and the thing that I really liked, because this tournament's been nuts. This tournament's been so good, and I think is it. Correct me if I'm wrong on this, guys, and if you guys know too. Are they ending it next week?
Yeah.
Is the finals next week?
Yeah, they're having the finals next week.
And is it SCU versus the Lucha Brothers?
That is correct.
Titles presented by the Rock and Roll Express.
Yo!
Yeah, Drake dropped that news to me today.
He told me the same thing.
And didn't they just?
They were just in New Japan.
I was like, they were making some noise in New Japan. And they're timeless. Like, my God.
These guys, man, so much respect, bro.
But it's dope how I love how it's a little bit of both. Like thus far, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, and I know it's all subjective.
Yeah,
right?
no doubt.
Think about how AEW's used notable, legendary names.
Yeah.
Your Tully Blanchards, your Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These people, they're bringing them in to accentuate the young talent.
Thank you.
They're not bringing them in to parade them out in front of people. And I literally say parade because they literally had a fucking parade in Saudi Arabia for blood money for the Khashoggi special. They had a fucking parade.
We'll get to that.
They had Undertaker out waving at people on a float. Saving it. Going back to AEW. They use their legends right.
Yeah, for sure.
They accentuate the young talent.
Yeah.
You got Chris Jericho, made a star out of Sammy Guevara.
Yep.
Just by talking him over. There wasn't even really much of a match except for the match that Sammy had with Cody.
Yeah.
And then you got Chris Jericho. Oh, he's a Spanish god and all this shit. Next thing you know,
teenage
everybody's
heartthrob.
And then everybody's like, "Fuck Sammy Guevara." Boo.
They hated him from that point on.
But it worked. It worked, right?
Yeah.
Again, that's established names making young talent.
Yeah.
MJF can make himself.
Oh yeah.
But Cody is going to be the one to eventually blow that dude up to the next level
when the turn happens,
because we know that's coming.
It's coming. It's not coming. I don't even want it anytime soon.
No,
I'm cool.
Let that shit breathe for a year.
Yeah, no doubt.
Let it breathe for a year and then happen at the least the
that
time
we would
least
expect
it.
Yeah.
And then you think, oh, that son of a bitch. Next thing you know, you think everything's good, then next thing you know, there's hidden footage of him kicking Cody's dog Pharaoh or something like that. You know what I mean?
Or hitting on Brandy.
Or hitting on Brandy. Right. Slap their ass with that dewberry scarf or whatever it's called. Bearberry, dewberry, blueberry, blackberry. I don't know.
Blueberry.
That one
I do like blueberry pancakes, man.
What?
Blueberry pancakes.
Ooh, yeah.
You don't have it.
I love it.
I want some breakfast,
man. I'm always down for some breakfast.
Man, I'll have some Brenner right now, and I don't give a damn. That's right, breakfast for dinner. Don't judge me.
Big facts.
I made a huge mistake and was going through comment sections and
Oh,
Twitter replies when they
big mistake, bro.
When Cody and AEW announced the Rock and Roll Express were presenting the titles, because it was like,
people shitting on that.
people were shitting on the fact that fans always say, "Oh, WWE doesn't always brings back their legends," and fans always bitch it that they don't present them right. And AEW's doing the same exact thing. It's like, what makes them any different? It's like, I don't know how can you not see doing
the presentation
doing a Hulk
is
Hogan
different.
and Ric Flair team is totally different than bringing the Rock and Roll Express in to present
titles to make them seem
to
prestigious.
winners. Yeah, exactly. And
you know,
fucking wrestling fans.
You know what's
Shit is smart to
interesting?
say.
You know what's interesting about WWE marks to me? They don't even have. Here's what they do. They don't defend WWE's product. They bash AEW's product.
Fact.
And that's all I've seen.
And you know what? And these same damn people, talk about WWE fans. Kofi Kingston, The New Day. Look, New Day started. Y'all wanted Nation of Domination 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, they came out clapping and, doing the New Day stuff.
And y'all hated
booed
it.
it. Y'all hated it. And then it got catchy. Then you guys loved it.
It was after they turned heel.
And then after they turned heel and they were bad guys, now they're cool now. And then you had, fast forward a few years, and then you had what had to be one of the best modern builds to a champion that we've had in a long-ass time.
Yeah.
And then he got it.
Yep.
And then the man just recently, Kofi Kingston, got booed in Sydney, Australia. I thought I heard about that. I do believe.
I thought I heard about that.
It is no wonder that WWE presents their product the way that they do for you fickle-ass people.
Yeah. It's not all WWE's fault. It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
And I know, guys, I'm not going in on the household. I'm just going
No. We're not talking to you guys. No, you guys are awesome.
Know what I'm talking about, man. Y'all get in those comment threads and you see this shit all the time. People that they were cheering for like a year ago, they finally get to they rise to prominence where they want them to be.
Yeah.
And then after 2 or 3 months, you're shitting all over them because you're tired of seeing them there.
And WWE doesn't know how to handle that.
No, they don't.
Then why would they?
And I get it. Like in the case of Seth Rollins, you have where they got, because Seth Rollins is in the baby faces getting booed club.
Yeah, hottest baby. Or not hottest baby face, but hottest indie darling. Remember, just not even that long ago. We're talking about 4 or 5 short years. This is Tyler Black,
This is Tyler Black from Ring of Honor, Mr. 5-Star Tyler Black. Ugh. We all love him, and again, that is the fault of WWE booking. You could blame it on that because people really weren't booing Seth Rollins all that much until this shit went down with Hell in a Cell and Bray Wyatt and all that stuff. Yeah. But again, I don't know who to blame for it. In some ways, it kind of. Because WWE's had this monopoly for a while. Yeah. Damn it, we're getting sidetracked off AEW, and I'm sorry about that.
No, we talk about. But my point with that is that as far as Seth Rollins goes, and we're going to get right back on track here because we always do.
Yeah, we try to eventually, guys.
Eventually, yeah. But my thing is this: it's like he hasn't helped himself by caping as hard for the W. It's almost like he's doubling down.
Well, yeah,
you know what I mean.
And you know what? I get it. You rep your brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he can't. He's playing himself, bro.
Speaking of playing, so you see what he put out on the Instagram today?
Oh yeah,
the video with the water wings. And you'll love this because you were talking about Drake was all talking about how the whole Seth Rollins is not cool thing. This fool actually put out on the Instagrams of he had like water wings on and like a pink cap and all that stuff. And did he have like one of those waist inflatable gimmicks on too with like the dinosaur head, or am I just imagining? I don't think
he had that.
Anyway,
I think he had the water wings.
Yeah, he had the water wings, and he was like goofy as fuck. And he was like, "Oh, who says Seth Rollins is not cool? Everybody, bish.
Man,
everybody.
For real.
CrossFit Jesus is not in this fall, bro."
That's about the coolest thing he's done in the last couple months.
Man,
to me,
in the comment there's people were saying Becky's more masculine than Seth Rollins. And now we're going to swerve it back in the AEW.
Hold on. What happened to that story? What happened to Becky and Seth? Was that not a thing now? Like
it's not a thing anymore,
Are
bro.
they not a thing for real? Like, what's going on there? They just killed that.
I hope there's still a thing they engage now. Maybe they just wanted to make it be private. Probably
sometimes they say marriage is the leading cause of divorce in this country. So,
hey,
there's that.
Yeah. But now swerving back in the AEW.
All right, we're back on track.
Right back on track. And did you guys hear what Jim Ross said about what Jim Ross said about Seth Rollins?
A little. What paraphrase? Like what?
After Seth Rollins called AEW the minor leagues, I guess JR responded to it and said he better just worry about being as over as his girlfriend because he's not.
Man, see, you know who I love in all of this?
Who's that?
Jim Ross.
Yes.
Jim Ross is that cantankerous old guy
He is.
who don't give a damn.
Yeah.
He will say what he's got to say. Hell, one of the most funny things about AEW to watch is Jim Ross and Tony Schiavone trying to figure out what the hell's going on in front of them.
Yes.
When Marco Stunt was out there flip-flopping around and doing his shit,
Yeah.
you just got Jim Ross going, well, look at that little guy. Look at that little guy
Look at
go
the little
out there.
guy.
Look at this little guy out there go. And I'm just sitting there just dying because it was just entertaining on so many levels.
Yeah.
Dude, and that just brings me back to why AEW was fresh as hell to me.
Yeah.
From beginning to end, back to front, it was the fastest, most entertaining 2 hours I've watched this week. And NXT was a very, very close number 2.
Absolutely, man.
And I watched that earlier today, and we're going to get to
For sure.
happenings on that. But I don't want to sound like that, AEW was the shit and NXT was whack. That's not the case because NXT was fucking awesome.
It was
too.
definitely not whack.
They're leading to some really awesome shit. There was a development for a tag team on NXT that I see endless potential for. I've seen endless potential for them before. But again, we'll talk about NXT
For sure.
if you can remind me, and I'll drop.
We'll
who
get back
that
to
is.
it. We'll get back
but
to it.
Again, back to AEW. They cover all bases. Like the absence of Jake Hagar.
Yes.
It wasn't there. They were like, everybody's like, where the fuck's he at? Where the fuck's he at? They came in and said, he's training for his fight this weekend.
It just little things like
Shout
that.
out to you, bro. Hope you kick ass this weekend. Believe in
Yeah.
the inner circle.
Hey, man.
But,
Speaking of the Inner Circle real quick, I really liked their segment where they came out and they were in the skybox. Let's talk about that for a little bit.
Loved that
Yeah.
segment from front to back. At first, I was like, damn, they're taking spotlight off of the tag team match because it was a
in-ring
match
stuff, yeah.
with SCU and Dark Order was going on. At the
Yeah,
time.
and that was a tournament match.
And they actually paced that match pretty smart from what I've seen because it was really slow paced in the beginning, and it kind of explained why it was slow paced in the beginning. So to have that, with the Inner Circle coming out,
Yeah.
So it made sense because I was like, damn, man, with all the other matches that just started off like, bang, this one started off because Drake. Did you think so too?
Yep.
Like it
Very.
did. It started off kind of slow.
Yeah, I thought it started off a little slow, and right around I was trying to keep up with what was going in the ring, and Inner Circle shown up, and they slowed it down a little more, even. And the crowd, and so I was noticing the crowd was looking away and watching what Inner Circle was doing the whole time, and right as soon as the crowd was kind of like, oh, Inner Circle's just hanging out, not doing much, the fans got bored, turned around and started watching the match again, and they did a good job of picking it back up to where
right,
it needed to be to still get crowd reactions and get their heat and all the pops for
Yep.
the end of the match and everything. It was
kudos to SCU and Dark Order, because Dark Order really didn't get a warm reception, and they were kind of lacking in homies. Did you notice that?
Yeah, they didn't have enough homies for the homie throne.
It was half a homie throne.
Yeah,
But-
he didn't have the back to it, and then I was like, where's all the homies at?
Right.
You didn't have all the homies.
Maybe Cody hit that with a sledgehammer too. But
Mike said something while we were watching that about the homies, wondering if when they go state to state for every show, if they have the same homies or if they get local talent to be the
Right.
homies.
I would think it would be just local talent maybe to bring in.
But see, there's part of me though that wants to imagine that the Dark Order has a Dark Order van. That they roll in. That they got the homies in the back.
Yeah.
Uno's riding a shotgun.
Yeah.
They're all chained up back
Oh
there,
yeah, no, they're
though.
not free.
No.
They're not
all-
free to roam
yo,
around.
Uno be abusing the homies.
Man, hey,
Pushing them
so
around and
mean.
stuff. Get about my face.
Well, dude, come on, they made that whack ass chair. You can't make a homie throne like that.
No, you can't.
He was beating them around and kissing them though too.
It's
showing
weird,
them
dude.
love.
The Dark
He's
Order's
an
weird as
abusive
fuck.
lover.
Dark Order's weird as fuck, but I'm here for it. But anyway, back to the Inner Circle segment.
Yes.
It just I could have done without them. They need to stop acknowledging the other side.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I hate that. I love Cody, but damn it, I get what you were saying. There's no invisible wall here. Fuck that. I can come right through there.
Yeah.
You could have said that line and not said like the other team, or what do you say, the other guys?
Yeah, the other guys or something like that.
Or
I
the
didn't-
other
or the other
place
place we
we came
worked for,
from.
or that we came from.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's like, you didn't need to say that.
No, you didn't.
Be you, guys. Be you. I know you ain't gonna listen to me. I'm just some scrub in Anderson that's on a 5-star podcast. But
it's not necessary.
It's not necessary. Be you. Like, your guys... What do you got, Drake?
We were literally talking about that same thing right before the show went on air, because I got heat on my Facebook for talking about the Seth Rollins isn't cool thing, and somebody said, well, you would eat the shit up if Kenny Omega or Chris Jericho was talking shit about the other company. So no, I cringe every time I see it.
Yeah.
But I said the only person I'd mark out for talking shit about WWE is MJF. It's the only person it's okay before he can
because he can pretty much say whatever he wants to, and that's his gimmick.
But I was like, I rolled my eyes so hard when Cody said that. So they don't need it.
Yeah, but
why punch up?
But they got me right back into it. But man, when Cody went to start talking, bounced back a little bit before he said that line. But when Cody was trying to do his promo, and they started hitting him with the air horns. And Jericho grabs the mic and like, why do you have a hot mic anyway? He's going, because I mean, you wanted to ask logical questions. It's like, okay, if Cody's out there to do this really serious promo and he's supposed to have some sort of announcement or something, why the fuck would Chris Jericho have a hot mic up there?
Yeah.
But whatever.
I think Kevin Nash said something about that on Twitter.
But of course he did. But it was just funny to hear Jericho pick it up and go, boo. And then, like, when they went up there, Jericho's like, I got a ticket to be up here, and all this shit. And then
stupid.
They did the thing where, like, they got the Burberry scarf and Cody punched through the glass and all that, and that was cool, dude. And like the look of Jericho, again, it was all so much fun.
When Jericho was like, and he came out, MJ came with a scarf, and Jericho was like, who wears a scarf? And the whole crowd was like, you. I was like, dude, you literally did wear a scarf. That was your thing for a while.
Jericho is brilliant. Jericho is so brilliant. Everything, I mean, again, I know he hasn't done a lot in AEW, but everything that Jericho's done in AEW has been gold.
I love it.
Has been nothing short of gold. From him, his promos, I mean, he gets himself over, he gets other talent over.
I love him, man.
He's awesome,
really do.
Dude. Like he's awesome. But yeah, back to this segment. And then Jim Ross with the line of the night, if you ask me, on commentary, where they were fighting backstage, and he's like, well, you're going to destroy the Dippin' Dots. Because Cody went to put Jericho's head in the Dippin' Dots, and Jim Ross is like, we're going to destroy the Dippin' Dots. I was dying. It was
my gosh.
So good.
It was good. It was good.
And then, like, Drake, Drake pointed this out, I do believe, when we were watching it. Like, security wasn't keeping people away from the talent, if you notice. I mean, they were out there.
Yeah, everybody was just all around. Like, when WWE does those backstage scenes, they have everybody, like, backing off. Like, they have it, like it's almost like that. It's almost like that circle fight in 4th or 5th grade when everybody circles around the two that's about to fight.
Right by the monkey bars. That's
right by the monkey bars and the tetherball. And
I'll see you out there, Timmy. You be there. I'm gonna get my homework done. I'm gonna beat your ass.
2:45, right after Power Rangers.
I'm gonna blow this pixie stick dust right in your eyes, bitch.
Oh man, man, but that's the presentation that they've always had, and I like that. I like that AEW kind of kept it more real in that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. It's fun.
It is fun.
It's a fun show.
It's really fun. I really enjoy watching it. And once again, I have to say this, Drake, Hutch, it kept me off my phone
the whole time. Now, grant you, I typically, I watch stuff solo. This time Drake was there, so I had somebody, to converse with.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But neither one of us were quick to get on our phone unless the commercials were on or something like that, or unless they had like the picture-in-picture gimmick that they did sometimes. Hell, technically we were watching that.
Yeah.
And I love that they even did that after that segment with Jericho, and they had Jericho and his boys just kind of acting goofy in front of the camera and put the ticket on his forehead and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't need to show all that, but they did.
I love it, man.
It's not...
It's the little thing.
It's the
little thing.
Like, you know what I think it is, guys?
What's up?
What I think it is?
What's up?
It's not micromanaged. It's not micromanaged.
Yeah.
These guys are these men and women are told to go out there, and it's what we've been saying. Give them bullet points. Let them paint the picture for you, and that's what they're doing. And no, it's not always going to land.
No, it's not.
It's not always going to land.
It's not. Britt Baker's not landing with me.
Not at all. I was going to say that's one of them. It's just not working, and I'm not going to sit here and say that everything in AEW works for me. The librarian thing. That hasn't landed for me at all.
Right.
That dark match between Leva Bates and Nyla Rose.
Yeah.
That match was a turd. I'm sorry. And
was that on Dark?
Yeah, it was on Dark this week.
Okay.
And I like them both, but it just didn't work with me. And the dude that they got doing the librarian gimmick too, I don't remember his name.
I know what you're talking about, but he's not memorable to me.
But
so they they have two librarians, which I get they're trying to be goofy and silly with that, but it's like
right, and like that dude could be good though.
Yeah,
that dude could be good, but just not with that.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's something that don't click with me.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more that does click with me there, though.
Yeah.
So again, I'm here for AEW, man. Week 4, and I'm just as entertained as I was week 1.
Yeah. Oh, you got something to say there, Drake?
Yeah, it was just before we get off of it, because I forgot to mention it, Mike didn't.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nobody mentioned it. Did you hear what MJF was calling Chris Jericho when he was yelling at him?
Midlife Chris.
Midlife Crisis Chris.
Midlife Crisis
That
Chris.
Yo.
shit killed me. That was so funny.
He comes for people's heads. It don't matter who you are. MJF is coming for your head.
I love it, dude.
So
I love it,
man.
and I'm here for it.
Yes.
Dude. Like, it's awesome. It's
so
awesome.
We're going to take a little pause for the cause real quick. We're going to talk a little Dragon Hordes again. And then we'll do that real quick. And when we come back, we're going to talk to Finn Balor heel turn. You guys down with that?
I'm cool with that.
Awesome. Let's do that real quick. We want to talk to you guys about Dragon Hordes Coin and Gaming. Dragon Hordes premier store for Magic and coins in Central Indiana. If you live here in Central Indiana, come check out the store and play some events. If you aren't here, hit up the Facebook page. That's Dragon Hordes Coin and Gaming. That's coin, letter N, gaming, to contact them about buying your stuff. They're always buying coins, magic cards, silver, and of course, gold. That's Dragon Hordes Coin and Gaming, 2210 South Scatterfield. So definitely check that out. Great place. It's our home base here at In Your House. It's absolutely incredible. We love it, man. And we just had a Super Smash Brothers or Spooky Smash Brothers event here just over the weekend. Had a great time. Location, Jason really was happy with the progress, so we're gonna try to do something like that again, probably closer to Christmas. And we want more. We want more of you guys here. We hit the 16 goal, which was great, man. It was great that we hit the 16 tournament goal. We want 32 now. We want 32 now. We want to make it bigger.
That's absolutely true. And again, this place is fantastic, guys. And hell, I ain't gonna lie, I'm actually gonna be out here this Sunday.
Yeah,
they got this.
Talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, they got this. I'm not sure the details because again, I've been out of the loop when it comes to the Magic the Gathering thing. But it's like this brawl thing, and it's actually a really good deal. Like, I believe you pay $20 to get into it, and the deck itself is actually like double that. I do believe is like the value of it or something. It's a $40. Yeah, thank you. It's a $40 deck, and like you pay like $20, and it gets you like in this tournament deal. And
so it's $20. You get the deck, and you get a tournament. It's the tournament fee, which is $5. So you're basically getting the deck for $15, which is a $40 deck.
Okay.
There you go.
And
Thank you.
They're going to be running an event, which is the tournament for Brawl, which would be 4-man pods.
So yeah, I am actually planning on coming here Sunday and probably stumbling and fumbling my way through some Magic the Gathering because again, I want to support this place, dude. This place is legit, and you guys should as well.
Absolutely, you guys should definitely support this place. And if you don't know how to play Magic, they will teach you.
And let me tell you guys, I'm telling you about this game. I say that chess is one of the greatest, if not the greatest strategy game out there.
Love chess, yeah.
Personally, and I know it's all subjective. I
For
put
sure.
Magic right up there with it, man, because, I mean, the strategy that's involved in this game, it's easy to learn.
Yeah.
But it's hard to master it, man, because every time there's always a counter for something. You know, there's no, from what I gather, there's no broken stuff out there.
Yeah.
You know, and if they are, they nerf it and they fix it and whatever. But, you know, they keep stuff as balanced as they can, man.
Sure.
And it's been going on for decades,
So,
man. 25 years. I'll say, yeah.
Most complex game in the world.
Yeah, I mean it's awesome, and the artwork on the cards is killer.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and plus these cards made you keep them. They're worth money one day.
Yeah.
You know, there's cards that if I still had my shit from back in the day,
Yeah.
and I brought them here to Dragon's Horde,
Yeah.
and sold it to them,
You get some cake.
I walk out of here with stacks.
For real.
Stacks of money.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Absolutely, check them out. That's, once again, Dragon Horde's Coin and Gaming, 2210 South Scatterfield in Anderson, Indiana. And, man, moving right along, man, we want to talk about mainly the main event segment of NXT. And, man, Finn Balor. It's hot on everybody's mouth right now.
They made that man more legit in, like, what, 5 minutes?
Yeah. Then the main roster could in, like, what?
2 years.
2 years?
Easy. Like, that was just dope.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved everything about it.
You know, that was cool. That Finn Balor, to me, coming out doing what little thing he did there was far cooler than any super duper creepy demon entrance and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever on any of that. He came out thugging.
He did, bro. Yeah, I loved it.
He come out for all, as we say on here, he came out for the smoke.
Yeah, he did.
All of it. And the smoke was coming out of those dual gun barrels that he had pointed at old boy's head after he dropped
Johnny Gargano,
Johnny
yeah.
Gargano, you know what I mean? Like,
Hit him with that. I don't know if you would call that an enziguri.
it was kind of like a Pele kick.
Pele kick. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was a Pele kick, and
I've been known to do those a few times. It's usually when I slip and fall on the ice. But
but with pinpoint precision, bro, hit his mark.
awesome. And fucking Gargano, man, talk about backing to the left. That fool. He sold that shit like he was shot. Like,
Yeah, he did.
And
Yeah, he did.
and then the look of shock on Ciampa's face.
Yeah, he was like, whoa.
Like, holy shit. Like,
And then the Undisputed Era, they were also shocked.
you're like, what the fuck? We're going to give this
What's
guy the business.
happening?
All right.
Yeah,
You know,
they were
just
pretty much like, okay, let's give him that work real quick. Because they were like, there was like quick shock for a second. And then, bro, they were like hyenas.
Right, and then I mean, Balor alluded to, he's like, you know,
My future is my past.
My future is my past.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, this man's going old school Prince Devitt, BC OG Bullet Club.
Yeah.
But see, here's my thing on that. If they were going to do this, now grant you, yeah, Triple H is going to know how to use Finn Balor.
Yeah.
He's going to use Finn Balor right, and hell, they already are. But I said if they were going to do this OC Bullet Club thing, this OC or whatever they're calling, Styles and
The only
Gallows and
club that
Anderson.
matters.
Yeah, the only
the
club that
OC.
matters. Why didn't you stick Balor in there too? Why didn't? I know you've been they're just hacking New Japan, but if they're going to put the three together, why don't you round up and just do the whole damn thing?
I really,
You know? Like-
I know this is an easy out, and then I'm gonna ask Drake what he thought about it. I know this is an easy out, but it wasn't created by Vince, and at the end of the day, Vince runs the main roster. He is the end all be all of the main roster. He don't care about NXT.
Yeah.
He's the end all be all of the main roster, and because he didn't create the Bullet Club, the OC, the only club that matters, whatever you want to call them, because he didn't create it, he wanted to stay away from it. He couldn't just take his easy money. He never wants to just that. It seems like that because Vince has so much money. It's like he throws away money in spite of himself.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I just don't. So Drake, what did you think about the heel turn?
I only saw like the 5-second clip of the Pele kick.
Sure.
The Pele kick looked really good.
It was clean.
I got to go back and watch it.
It was clean.
So
I definitely recommend, like, if you get a chance, go back and watch the entire episode because, like,
That's what the plan is.
It
Yeah.
really was good. Like, it was stacked from.
I gotta go back and watch the whole thing.
It was paced well. I mean, it had, and plus, call me biased. It had my boy Matt Riddle on there.
Love Matt Riddle. Love Matt Riddle.
Anytime Matt Riddle's on the show, I'm down.
No doubt, bro. No doubt.
I'm cool with that, bro. But yeah, it was all around a good show. And again, now going back to what I talked about earlier, tag team.
Yes, please go ahead.
Breezango.
Yeah.
They brought him out. They got a new intro. They got new outfits.
Oh, they do have a new intro.
Yeah,
Look, once again, I gotta go back and watch.
Yeah, go back and watch it. Like they come out. And they got like the gimmicks, like the wands that they wave in like planes or like direct traffic with.
Really? Okay.
They got those, and they coming out. And they got like the aviator like glasses.
Like
on.
doing
They
the
got
fashion police thing still?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Like straight up, that they got like the leather kind of bomber jacket. Like it works.
Yeah.
Like, it works, and I'm like
A little bit more thought put into it.
a
it
lot
sounds
more.
Like. Okay.
A lot more. They're letting them do their stuff. Because
Yeah.
again, like Triple H, you can say what you want about the dude, but like he he has his finger on the pulse more so onto what works in modern wrestling as opposed. I mean, Triple H is still in the bubble, but he's had more glimpses outside of it than Vince has.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
And plus again, he's letting them do their shit. And
You got to believe that Triple H is watching other things.
Yeah, probably AEW.
Oh yeah, but definitely AEW. But who knows? He might be keeping tabs on MLW.
Oh,
he might
all
be
of
keeping
it.
tabs on Impact. He might be keeping tabs on NWA Power, which is another thing I'd like to speak about for a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we do got to talk about that.
Yeah.
And I got to catch up on that. I can't sit here in front. I have not been able to get in the time to watch Power.
I've been a fan.
How do you say it? Power?
Power, like a pirate, bro.
Right. Yeah, because there's 3 R's.
It's 3 R's,
right?
yeah. It's 3 R's, yeah.
But yeah, do you think when they did they get frustrated that they try to call it Power and that name was taken, and then you thought, we'll throw 2 R's onto it? Damn it, who took that one too?
They're like, screw it, throw 3 R's.
Right. R, that name be ours. You know what I mean?
Oh man, but yes, I think that's been good. But back to Triple H, yeah, he does. I'm willing to bet he watches other things. You know what I mean?
Well, he kind of has to. Well, and plus, man, I mean, they send their agents Regal and stuff out to Talent Scout and all that shit too.
Well, they're always at Evolve and places like that, and even some other lower indies. He's making sure that he is keeping his finger on the pulse, which is hard to do with all the wrestling that's out there, and wrestling is coming back in. People are freaks about people are, not even as a derogatory type term, but like nerd. People are nerdy about things that they like. You know what I mean? Whether it be Magic the Gathering or Pokemon or video games.
Well, yeah, you just said you were in a Facebook fantasy wrestling group and all
nerdy,
that stuff.
Bro.
You nerd?
Nerd.
Fucking Mark.
Yeah, you Mark.
Y'all some haters, bro. I've been doing this.
It's kind of weeby.
Hey, I love it, bro.
He's like, I can go get mine, son.
Yeah, yeah, son. No, but people are nerdy about it, and there's just so much wrestling out there to watch. There's so much to talk about, and it's hard to be on the cutting edge because when you're that passionate about something, you want to be in the know of the latest, which is kind of why we're over, because we do that. We're on the cutting edge, humbly speaking.
Not to toot your own horn, but beep beep.
Facts, bro. Facts. So I think that NXT and it, as far as Triple H having his finger on the pulse, having them actually go for the whole fashion police thing, because they were kind of fooling around with it back when they were on SmackDown, and they had their fashion files and stuff like that, which for a while there was the funniest thing on SmackDown.
Right.
And now they're letting them go there a little bit more. Straight up, they made me forget that Fergal Devitt plays with Legos. For a quiet little second,
man,
they
why'd
made
you
me
have to
forget
bring
about
that
it.
back up? Damn it! Now I can't take that man seriously again. Now they're gonna have to have that man do badass shit for 6 months just to negate that statement, Con.
Well, bro, you used to play with Legos, didn't you? You didn't play with Legos back in the day?
Yeah, when I was fucking 6.
Facts,
and
facts.
now that I got a kid,
You're not playing no more Legos with the kids?
I said, well, now that I have a kid, yeah, I'll build a Lego house, castle for my,
Oh,
for my
yeah.
princess. That's cool. But,
Yeah.
I ain't trying to build Legos with Finn Balor.
No, bro.
I ain't trying to play Lincoln Logs with Finn Balor either.
Man.
I ain't trying to build an erector set with Finn Balor. I ain't trying to play Pinochle with Finn Balor.
You ain't trying to build a model of the Millennium Falcon?
Man, nah. I ain't trying to build a model of the Millennium Falcon, Starship Enterprise, or any of that nerdy ass shit.
Hold up.
What's up?
Nerd shit.
Oh, he's like, hold on.
We're about to get kicked out of Dragon's Force.
I know, right? We don't want to
make
get
a
kicked out.
turn here.
Shoot.
We're getting to talk about wanting all the smoke. We're about to get all the smoke here.
I
I'm
know,
about to
right? We
cast
don't-
fireball on our ass.
I know, right? Hey, bro, it gets pretty dark in that parking lot at night.
Man, it sure does.
Oh,
Next thing
man.
you know, you walk outside and you hear, there are no counter spells out here.
Oh, my God.
And then you're hitting. That's a Magic the Gathering joke there for you. I'm with it. I'm hip.
But
Dragon's Force, get out here.
Yes, absolutely, man, absolutely. So another thing I wanted to talk about that I just want to throw in there real quick because it was news that I saw today. Tessa Blanchard is not resigning with Impact. Tessa Blanchard is a free agent.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, yep.
And you know what? I'm going to add something to my Christmas list right now. Shut your mouth, Drake. It's not that kind of list. Well, now that I mention it, we'll deal with that list later. Anyway, Inner Circle.
Yeah.
The Inner Circle needs a female talent.
I like it.
I've said it before, and now that she's available, I'll reiterate that statement.
Yeah.
Tessa Blanchard, to be the woman, to be in the Inner Circle. She's legit. She's established. Why shouldn't she come there?
I don't disagree with you.
I mean, great. I'm sure she's going to go with whatever play. Go wherever. I want her to go wherever works for her, obviously.
Sure.
Sure. But it's like, I know, I'm just a fan. But looking at it, if I had the choice.
Yeah.
Do I go with WWE, where, yes, the women's talent there is exceptional, but to be micromanaged and not allowed to be an artist the way that you might want to be?
Yeah.
Or do you go to AEW, where, from what I gather, if you listen to Taz, the locker room morale there is fantastic.
Really?
It's a lot. He was actually said that on his podcast.
Oh, okay. I gotta listen to
I
that.
think it was
Love
yesterday,
Taz's
talking
podcast.
about because he did the Taz Hall gimmick, talking about
Love Taz Hall. Yeah.
how the atmosphere, what he liked about AEW, like doing the commentary on the Dark Show, which, man, he did fantastic. I didn't realize how much I missed Taz.
He's motivated again, bro.
I think he's gonna be back.
I hope so.
You know how he's always teasing shit, bro.
Yeah, I know he's always teasing.
He gonna kill me for talking about his shit. But anyway, yeah. It's like, where would you go? Like, and plus her dad's there. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna go with your family. You're gonna go with a lighter travel schedule and all that stuff.
And plus, she gets to be a foundational piece on a women's division that, let's not be biased here, needs her. And she would be basically, I hate to use this terminology, but not hate it, but I have to make like a comparison. She'd basically be like the Charlotte Flair of the AEW women's division, established,
a cornerstone.
The cornerstone, thank you. That's the cornerstone of the entire division. They need that.
Yeah, one of the pillars in which you can build your women's division around.
Yeah.
And again, that's why you should put her with this group.
Yeah.
That's basically the main foils of what seems to be everybody right now.
Yeah.
Get the women involved, because the women need a little bit more spark, a little bit more fire.
They do.
I think
they
there's,
do.
There's one thing, as I said, everything in AEW is not all butterflies and rainbows or whatever. It's not all perfect. I think the AEW women's division needs a little bit of work.
Yeah.
There's not. I like Riho. Like, Riho's gotten over with me a lot.
I didn't think she was going to get over with me, because I just thought, I hate to say it like this, that she was just so small. It was almost like she wasn't believable.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. But, I mean, they made it work.
They made it work.
And then the crowd pops for her, like, a lot.
Yeah. She's over.
Lot.
She's getting over it.
And I like that they're that AEW's kind of bucking the trend. And I'm going to quote what Taz said here. Again, please don't kill me, Taz, but he made a good point. He was like, I don't give a damn how big or small you are.
Yeah.
If you're out there and you're entertaining and you can work, you're entertaining to me. And that is exactly how the fuck I feel about it. Now, like, I'm not like, don't insult my intelligence.
Right.
Don't give me a Marco Stunt versus hell, I can't even think. A Jake Hagar. And expect me to believe that Stunt's going to get a lot of offense on a Jake Hagar.
Yeah.
Because then I'm going to be like, okay, I'm checking out.
Yeah. Yep.
That's not realistic. I'm going to keep my money in my pocket because I'm not buying it.
Right. Yeah.
But and they almost got me with that with the Lucha Brothers thing. With the tag match that they had with them. But I still I love that Taz said that. It doesn't matter how big or whatever you are. And sure, you can make your Taz was a tall wrestler, blah blah blah. That's why he's saying that. Fuck that.
No.
It's not about that. If you're entertaining, you're entertaining. Look again,
Facts.
Rey Mysterio. I know that's just like a unique example, but Rey Mysterio wasn't a big dude.
No, he's never has been, and he's never gonna be.
Right. He fits conveniently into overhead storage bins, but dude can go.
Dude, his son's bigger than him, bro.
Right, man. I still say the Walter's his dad. I still say Walter's that kid's dad. We need to get Maury on this shit or something, dude. Because
get Maury in there. Talk about that.
Yeah, we need to get Maury on this or something, because that's that kid's dad.
Man, last I heard, Eddie Guerrero was the father, man. Rest his soul.
Yeah, R.I.P. That I heard that as well. Hell, could be Cain Velasquez. Hell, I don't know. Cain Man Boobs Velasquez. I mean,
man, I thought
I say that like that man couldn't kill me.
Oh, he totally destroyed me, bro. Totally destroyed me.
Right, like I would die.
Oh man,
a horrible death.
Shoot, we sit over here got the soap opera storyline going. Like we're talking about Bobby Lashley and Lana and Rusev.
Holy shit! And who's?
I said it. Ooh,
let's talk about that.
Boo boo.
I will talk about something right now. Who the fuck's favorite restaurants in Cleveland, Ohio? Sorry, docs. Sorry, docs. But whose favorite restaurants in Cleveland, Ohio? And you go tell me. Hell, I thought one of the walls was going to break down and you was going to see the fucking Firefly Funhouse on the other side. Just because WWE is so damn lazy.
Yo, that was lazy, man. They know they could have pre-shot that in an actual restaurant. Quit playing with me.
What was with the random patrons that jumped up on the benches like there was a mouse running around on the floor? If you go see that, why didn't they have somebody shout World Star? I'm not even joking because that's what people would do in that kind of situation. If you're, let's say you're sitting at Red Lobster. Let me paint a picture for y'all. You sitting at Red Lobster. Mm-hmm. You sitting there with your girl.
Sure.
You order yourself a surf and turf. She gets the fried seafood platter.
Mm-hmm.
They bring out your salad and the Cheddar Bay biscuits, right?
Yeah.
The next thing you know, there's a cuck fight going on.
Stop, bro.
A cuck fight breaks out, right?
Right.
What are you gonna do? Are you going to jump up and oh my God, and sit up on your chair while you're nobbing on your surf and turf? No, you're going to pull out your cell phone.
Yeah.
You're going to shout World Star. And you're going to talk about, I'm going to stream this shit on Facebook.
Facebook Live, Instagram,
because
Twitter.
Because this swolled up Freddie Mercury is punching this big black dude in the head. While this bird's up on the table talking about, this is my favorite restaurant, Rusev. How do you do this?
And that story, man, is like, I bet you don't know what, or I guess I can't use the accent because she dropped it.
She dropped the accent.
It's gone.
She came out of CJ. That's right, I used a government name.
Oh, man. And she comes out and says, you never took me here. Yeah, he knows where my favorite restaurant. I'm like, bro, this is ridiculous. Like, you really left that man because he didn't take you to a restaurant?
You don't deserve a small fry for Whataburger with that bullshit.
No, man. And if my girl is over there dotting it up on Instagram, I ain't gonna take you out to eat anyway.
I'd take your ass back to Long John Silver's. Like,
man, for real, you don't get Red Lobster, nah.
Oh my God.
No, that storyline is, it's been
trash. And think about this.
Ooh.
How does Mike Kanellis feel about this? This is a shit storyline that he got overlooked for.
Man!
Because they just canned that bullshit and moved the cuck storyline over to Rusev and Bobby Lashley.
Well, that's because Mike Kanellis said, man, enough is enough. I need to get out of this contract. But
I don't have no sympathy.
I don't feel bad for him, bro. I don't feel bad for him. He said he was going to leave before, and then he signed, a 5-year contract?
And you know what? You signed that 5-year contract. You brought up that contract, talking about you want out. You got Luke Harper 6 more months.
Man,
now
Luke Harper got 6 more months, man. What's happening?
Fuck you for that, bro.
And they still ain't gonna put him on TV.
They used him and left him. I know how you feel, bro.
Oh man, shoot, Rowan ain't even been on TV, and Rowan was starting to. Oh, I just noticed Rowan ain't been on TV, and Rowan was doing good.
No, they just used him and dropped him,
dude.
Dropped
him.
Hot cold booking. That's how you make stars, right? That's why we got to keep toting out the Undertaker every damn.
Blood money.
Blood money for the Khashoggi special. Stay tuned for that bullshit.
And dude, you want to know one thing we haven't even talked about that we talked about on so many different episodes of the podcast? I don't think we've brought The Fiend up once.
Well, you know
Ain't
what?
that bad?
I'm gonna bring it up right now since we're talking about I just thought of something. Oh my God.
What's that?
They're gonna have this match between Uncool CrossFit Jesus, Seth Rollins, versus The Fiend.
That's a good one.
They can't stop it, right?
Right.
Where are they having this at? Saudi Arabia. Dude, they pull out a bone saw, dude. I'm out.
Yo!
Starts chopping off heads.
Yo.
Fucking dull knife.
Yo, what's happening? Yo, I don't even know what to expect from this match. And then they put it on 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Halloween.
Like on a Thursday.
On Halloween.
On Halloween.
Bro, I'm sorry. I love wrestling. But I'm not watching. First off, I'll be at work at the time that it airs, and then by the time I get off, I'm going trick or treating, bro, with the kids.
I'm celebrating almost awesome holiday.
I
of
love
the year.
Halloween. Yeah, I'm sorry, but for one night, it's Halloween. Wrestling got to take a, got to take a back seat because I love Halloween. So yeah, bro, it's
Backseat shit. I'm putting that shit out the back door into the trash can.
this ain't. It's not the business. It ain't
I'm
the business.
good.
Yeah, Blood Money 4 can wait.
Yeah.
Halloween's more important.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, I don't have kids like you guys do.
But
to
still,
go trick or
Halloween's
treat
cool.
with.
I'll
Yeah.
say the Wicked Night is the Wicked Night.
Yeah,
It
I
is
got
what it
horror
is, yeah.
movies to watch that
Right,
night.
dude. I mean,
Man,
that's,
for real.
So yeah, because Drake's the type, man. He goes to like all kinds of horror conventions and shit. And I
Oh,
said
that's
horror
awesome, bro.
conventions, not to be confused with horror conventions. That's a whole other thing.
That's a whole other thing. I think I went to one of those when I was like 22.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
Oh man! And did you see that Rick and Morty's All Elite?
Yeah,
What?
Yeah, Rick and Morty's All Elite.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I was gonna bring that up. I
But
was
you
waiting
know
for the
what?
time.
Again, finger on the pulse, dude.
Rick and
Like,
Morty's
I'm not-
hot. Rick and Morty's
I'm
dope.
not sure
Well,
what the hell
what
they're gonna
they're-
do with that, but
I know exactly
giv-
what they're gonna do.
Go ahead.
It's the first couple rows, or people get a Rick and Morty mask at one of the next couple weeks shows, but TNT is owned by the same company that also owns Cartoon Network.
Oh,
/
Adult Swim. Okay.
And Rick and Morty's next season's coming out in
November
early
10th,
November. So that's
Yo.
cross promotion. That's all they're
I
doing.
love it. I love it.
Speaking of that, or speaking of like promotion and stuff, we actually have our first casualty. I'm surprised we hadn't brought this up yet. We had our first casualty in the fucking the war, right?
Yeah.
Between AEW and WWE.
Yeah.
Fucking Jay and Silent Bob, dude. Kevin Smith and Jason
Yes.
Hughes.
Yeah.
They were on AEW.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be on SmackDown, and because they were on AEW, WWE was like, "No, we don't want y'all here."
Man.
Petty bitches.
See, that's what I
Y'all are
don't
petty.
like about WWE. It's like, if you're not in our bubble, if you go anywhere outside of our universe, you don't exist to us. We don't want you around.
And,
That's crap.
And that is not speculation. That was actually stated by Kevin Smith himself.
Man.
That he was told by them.
That's crazy.
They were prepared to go to be on that SmackDown because they were supposed to be on. I think it was the debut on Fox.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be on that, and they were just told, "No, we don't want. No, we're good. We don't want you guys."
This is the problem with the WWE, bro. You can't. Why would you turn down having them on there? You want mainstream? Why is AEW killing them on mainstream? Like, you got Cain Velasquez not in shape, Tyson Fury having a cringy segment with
so bad.
the one you saw it on WWE's page.
Yeah, it was bad,
Dude, it was cringe, bro. Straight cringe. They're reaching too hard to try to be mainstream, and it's sad. Like, it's sad. And AEW is coming so easy because as soon as they dropped that Rick and Morty news, I was like, it makes sense. They're giving out Rick and Morty masks, at the next event next week, the day before Halloween, and Rick and Morty is awesome, and I love Rick and Morty.
Yeah,
I watch
same.
Rick and Morty. I've seen every episode of the first 3 seasons like a million times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I love it. And I'm like, finger on the pulse, bro. Finger on the pulse. It's so much easier for AEW than it is for WWE, and it's sad to see WWE try to catch up and be 2 years behind.
You remember that mistake I mentioned earlier about stumbling down comment threads and tweet replies? When they announced that, I made a mistake of going down, the rabbit
comment,
hole with that.
yeah.
Yeah, so many people, WWE did this.
That-
Everybody would bitch and say, this is lame, but AEW, fans, this is the greatest thing ever.
What did I
Cody's
say?
A genius.
What did I say earlier in the pod? WWE marks the way that they fend off AEW. They don't protect WWE's product.
They attack.
They bash AEW's product. They can't talk. Look at their crappy ass WWE 2K20, and they dropped that game. That was shit.
Man,
What?
I'll throw this out. I'll pose this question to y'all right now. We're so biased. Give me 3 things that WWE's doing right now that is truly captivating television. Give me 3 things. Adonis, I'm calling you out right now, bro.
Oh, yeah, you know what?
I'm calling you out.
Anybody, especially Adonis. But go ahead and
Especially Adonis.
especially
prick.
Adonis. But
Love you, bro.
But we really do. But I do. Any WWE mark, I challenge you, and marinate on this a little bit, and come back to us.
Right.
Come back to us and talk to us about it. I want you to not say anything bad about AEW. Don't bash it. With all your might, with everything that you got inside of you, don't bash it. Tell me 3 things you are legitimately liking about the WWE right now, without bashing AEW, without bashing any other wrestling at all outside of the WWE universe. Tell me 3 things that you like, and let's talk about it. Because if you can, cool, bro. It's good. Yeah. It's straight. I'm down.
Again, it's all subjective.
It's all subjective.
You see some different shit than I do.
But if you can't, yo, quit flapping your gums, man, because you ain't got nothing to talk about.
Right.
Come on, for real.
Because again, if it's so good, that should come easy.
Yeah.
That should be, I like this. Oh, I like Tyson Fury versus Braun Strowman. That actually pained me to say that.
Now you sound like Seth Rollins, bro.
Like, I don't know. I don't think I was quite as nasally as Seth Rollins.
Yo, you remember that episode of The Simpsons when they got what's his name? It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. What's that guy's name? I can't remember it. Anybody got it? Anybody? I can't remember his name.
Anyway,
but we could look it up. Check that up for me. But it was that episode where he guest starred on The Simpsons, and they kidnapped him, and Smithers had a gun to his back, and was like, "Smile, everybody's happy. That's like Vince McMahon with a gun to Seth Rollins' back, like, yeah, WWE's great. It's awesome. Best wrestling in the world."
I think I see somebody share something similar to that. It was Finn Balor tweeted, it was like, "I've never been happier," and then it was like
it was that meme, yeah.
Over here, Mr. Smiley Guy, or something like that.
Everybody's happy, all smiles.
We're all happy here, Mr. Smiley Guy.
It's Tom Jones. Tom Jones. There it is. Tom Jones. But yeah, man. I think this was a really great episode, man. Yeah. I think this was a really great episode. Actually,
Raw.
Facts.
Oh my god.
And it's probably gonna be better than SmackDown. But to be fair here, SmackDown is the highest rated professional wrestling show on television right now.
That is true, and I'm going to make an early prediction.
That's facts.
And RIP to Eric Bischoff's WWE career.
Yo, man, that was short lived.
Yeah, I got FedEx in the mail.
I will.
82 weeks, more like
83 days.
83 days, man. Sad. And he's a good sport about it too, though.
You don't get a family. That fool was. Hey man, I guess he told a story about how because he moved to Connecticut, right?
Yeah.
Talking about he walked out, he moved, took his dog outside, trash truck blowing by, and all this shit. People out honking and driving around, and all this stuff. Man, this dude came from a ranch in Wyoming.
Yep.
He didn't want any part of this shit.
Nah.
He didn't want no part of it. But see, here's my prediction. I'm gonna throw this prediction out there right now. I give it until whenever Fox is able to do it.
Yeah.
SmackDown's new home will not be Fox. It will be FS1.
For 1 week. Ooh.
Because think about it.
Ugh.
Fox isn't going to give up that advertisement real estate for some bullshit boo-boo ratings.
Don't they got the World Series on?
World Series instead.
There is no freaking way that they were gonna, and that was probably poor placement, poor scheduling, but there's no way they're putting WWE SmackDown on Fox over the World Series. They're not gonna say no to the World Series. They're not gonna say no to the World Series.
Point. Remember when they used to get bumped for the dog show back on USA back in the day?
Yeah.
Oh, we got the Westminster Dog Show. Fuck your WWF stuff back in the day. Man,
I remember
used to
that.
get heated at that.
Yeah.
Man, I remember I used to get heated at the dog show. I mean, I love dogs. Dogs are awesome. But I'm like, man, I want to see what Stone Cold shit is doing.
I know. I like doggos and puppers, but man, Stone Cold and Rock.
Man, now who's the mark? Holy shit.
Hey.
Anyway. It's Fox ain't gonna put up with that bullshit.
No, not at all. And man, we had some great comments in here, so I want to shout them out real quick before we call this an episode. We got so many awesome comments from a lot of our regular listeners. But
I'm like, what the hell's Hutch talking about? Really, you gotta shut the fuck up.
But we want to wrap this up because it's about time for Dragon Horse to close it up.
Oh,
And,
yeah,
and
it is.
Yep. And we don't want to leave these guys here. Just because we're rambling on and talking. But I do think this was a fantastic episode. Shout out to Laura P1. Shout out to Nick Kupel. Shout out to Juice Julius. He was up in here, man.
That fool used to work. He's working right now.
He might have been on break or something. Let's not snitch on him, bro.
That fool lives on break.
Hey,
Love you, bro.
Hey, that's so me too, bro. But so many different people that came in here. Oh, and one last thing before we do call this a great episode, because as promised, I'm going to drop the name of the person. Yep.
That's right.
I'm going to drop the name of the person who is going to be my second guest this Saturday at Delaware County Championship Wrestling in Muncie, Indiana at Mad Jack's. My next guest for the Hollywood Talk of Fame is going to be a wrestling veteran, many years in the business, and this is actually he's actually has a big announcement. If you've looked at the flyer, he's announcing his retirement. Big time local wrestler, not like super like all around the states, but he has done some traveling. Not to take anything away from his great career, but Shadow is retiring from professional wrestling, and I will have the honor and privilege of conducting an interview with him, talking about his retirement and everything that he's done, and it's going to be a great time. So check that out at the Mad Jack's building in Muncie, Indiana, Delaware County Championship Wrestling. Come check that out. It's going to be a great night. It is Harvest Havoc. And they're going to be doing a safe trick-or-treat for the kids and also a costume contest. And come and catch me and Hutch and Docs will be running commentary. We're going to be streaming it. We will be streaming this event. It's going to be awesome.
It's a
great
stacked
time.
card, too.
It is a stacked card. Got my California brother Sam Knight is on the card
I
making his
love
debut.
me some
Love
Sam
some
Knight,
Sam
bro.
Knight. Love Sam Knight.
I'll say it. I am a Sam Knight mark.
I'm a Sam
I'll
Knight
say it.
mark. I'm a Sam Knight
I'll
mark.
say it.
And we got the debut of Miles Morales. He's going to be awesome. Love that kid. You might have heard him on the a few episodes ago during Heroes and Legends Week. Good kid. Great talent. Took a nasty bump at Heroes and Legends.
Yeah, it'll be good to catch up with him.
Yeah, for sure. And,
see how he's doing.
Of course, we got guys like Split Rail's going to be there. My arch nemesis, Mike King, is going to be there.
Oh, yes.
Yep. He'll be there, and so many more familiar faces. So check that out this Saturday. Mad Jack's, Muncie, Indiana. Harvest Havoc, presented by DCCW. And with that being said, it is your time, Drake, to plug anything that you want to plug. Social medias, anything that you want. You have no idea what your social media is.
You don't even
I
know
do.
it. He's like, I got it wrote down on my hand, you prick.
Oh, man, he's like, I wrote it down. So go ahead, bro. Go ahead and plug anything that you want to plug. Plug. Wait a minute.
Fuck you, Mike. I actually do that.
He really does. Go
I
ahead
don't
and
even
plug,
want to
bro.
plug my
But what he's
shit
not,
now.
but
Fuck
what he's
you
not,
guys.
but what he's not telling you is it actually came off when he was eating that cheeseburger on the way over here earlier.
Yeah.
Wow.
And actually, I'm just eating because he didn't bring me one. But whatever.
I know. I could have used
No, I
one too,
quit.
bro.
Agreed.
I'm done.
I'm done.
He was done before he started.
Yeah, basically.
Anyway,
So go ahead, bro.
plug your
Plug,
Oh,
plug.
my shit.
Your Twitter,
follow
whatever.
me on Twitter at FakeDrakeo. And, yeah, buy a shirt. That's about it. I don't have anything else to promote.
Hey, that's www.prowrestlingtees.com/inyourhouse. Get this word. Get this shirt. And
buy a shirt already.
yeah, come on, buy shirts. What are you guys doing? Like, buy a freaking shirt. It's
Man, we got-
www.prowrestlingtees.com/inyourhouse.
Right, we did got shirts. We got hats now, right?
No, we got hoodies.
Oh, we got hoodies. We got
Hey, man, it's fall.
We got a fanny pack.
We got a fanny pack.
I mean, fanny packs are in. Don't get us started on fanny packs again. We did a whole
Oh
damn
man, we did a whole
about that.
episode on fanny packs.
But they still in though.
Yeah, they are. Get it in your house.
And they're
fanny
fresh,
pack.
man. Those collars.
Oh yes. Check it out.
Crispy.
I might have to get one myself. Put on the podcast. But you know what time it is, man. Hey man, it's shameless self promotion, bro. Got to do it.
Can't put yourself over. Who's going to?
Exactly. So go ahead and plug.
Right? Speaking
away,
of,
man.
I will go ahead and
Do your
that.
thing.
You can follow me on the Twitter at HutchIYH, and again, I'm sure I'm going to tweet on there at some point. And you can also follow me on the Instagram at Hutch in Your House, and that's spelled just like the name of the show that's going in your ear holes right now. And you know what we say here, man. Regardless of what you cheer, what you boo, and we're biased, but whatever. It doesn't matter what you cheer or what you boo, what shows you go to, what you watch on TV or you stream, be it WWE, AEW, New Japan, Ring of Honor, Impact. Doesn't matter. Delaware County Championship Wrestling. Hope to see y'all out there Saturday.
Absolutely. New Wave Pro.
That's right. New Wave Pro.
One of
all
our
that.
sponsors.
Yeah, all that. NXT, all that stuff. We are wrestling. We are Legion. We are one. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll catch you next time.
We are one. One of the great slogans of the show from my man, Mikey Hutch. And I think this was one great episode. Great debut of the video podcast. But hey, that's just what we do. We give you that work. So let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at Apple Podcast, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's alright. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, we can get to you. Check us out. November 20th, AEW is coming to Indiana, and In Your House will be in the building. Guys, you already know I need you to buy a shirt. That's www.prowrestlingtees.com/inyourhouse. Get this work. Get this shirt. Guys, check out Dragon Horge Coin and Gaming. That's 2210 South Scatterfield in Anderson, Indiana. And guys, we tell you this all the time. Hop on this bandwagon. Get on. Or get gone. Because the household, well, we going strong. You guys have a great day. And a great rest of your week. Peace.